Now let's move on to the next question. A small trading company made a profit of $250,000 in the year 2000. This is the profit the company made. The company considered two plans, Plan A and Plan B, for increasing its profit. Now, under Plan A, the annual profit will increase by each year by 5%. Okay, so the profit will increase by 5% each year of its value in the preceding year. Okay. Now, part 1, find for Plan A the profit for the year 2008. Okay, and then we have to find the total profit for 10 years. We have this until 2009. So one by one, we have to understand what's happening here. So we begin with the year 2000. For example, the profit was 250,000. That's the profit. Now, what is the profit in 2001? You would say the profit will increase by 5%. It needs to be what? So 5%, 5 divided by 100 times this. This will be the increase in profit. But the profit itself is how much? This plus the initial amount, which is 20, this. Now again, we have to understand what's happening. How can you find this directly? So this concept confuses many people, and I hope you guys can learn this. So we find the initial amount, which is 200,000, as 100%. We'll look at this in this way. Initial amount will be 100%. Now, when you increase that by 5%, the new amount will be what? 100 plus 5, it should be 105%. So let's find this amount. Now, it will be 105% of the initial amount. So let's do that. 105 divided by 100 times the initial amount. So this is 250,000 over here. So 250. So we have to multiply by 250. So 105 divided by 100 times 250,000. That will give you, hey, same value. So you can see the way I found this was taking 105%, which is 1.05, multiplied by the previous amount. Right. Now the idea comes again. If you want to find the profit in 2002, you will have to do what? Multiply this, the previous amount, by 1.05. So you have to be 1.05 multiplied by 1.05 times this. Right? Now again, it will be in the year 2003, for example, we have to multiply 1.05 to the one that we have, 1.05, 250,000. You get the idea. Now, we realize that it is what it is. This is multiplied by 1.05, and this is multiplied by 1.05. This is multiplied by 1.05. You can see here we have a common ratio of 1.05. That makes sense, right? Every time we are multiplying by the same value. And the first term is equal to A, which is 250,000. Okay. Now we have to find the profit for the year 2008. Now what term will be 2008? So this is first term, second term, third term, and fourth term. So for example, you see, second term is 2001, third term is 2002, so it is -1, fourth term is 2003, which means, for example, if I write 2005, it will be the sixth term. If I write 2008, it should be the ninth term. So we have to find the ninth term. So this is obviously going to be a geometric progression. So the ninth term will be A, which is 250,000 times R, the common ratio, and -1 will be 8. So let's see, what do we get? 250,000 times 1.05 power 8. That should be 369,369. 363.8609. Now you can always write to 3SF, that should be 369000. That will be term number 9. Now let's move on to part 2 of the question. We have to find the total profit for the year, for the 10 years, so we have to find the sum of the first 10 terms. So sum of the first 10 terms will be what? We can, that will be A which is this, have to be 1.05 power n, which is 10 terms, minus 1 over 10.05 minus 1. That will be 250, so 1.05 power 10 minus 1 divided by 0.05 times 250,000, that should be 314,473. Correct to 3SF, that should be 314,0000. That should be the value for the profit under 10 years. Now this is the formula given to you as well. Now because R is more than 1, I switched the position. However, you can use the same thing because it will be the same thing at the end. If it is negative, it will cancel out top and bottom. Negative cancel out to be positive anyways. So again, this is the formula given to you. This is also a formula given to you on your list, so you don't have to memorize them. We just have to realize this thing. This is the first thing we have to realize. Then we can use that to find the following answers. Now for part 3, under plan B, the annual profit will increase each year by an amount of D, by a constant amount of D. So the idea here is that the first term, which is 2,000, that will be 250,000. Second term will be 2001. That will be increased by D, that should be 2 plus D, and increased by D, again, every time will be increased by the same value. So we have a common difference of D. That's what we have in this progression. Now, as we know, if we increase by the same amount, it will be an arithmetic progression. Now, part 3, we have to find the value of D for which the profit in the 10 years will be the same for both parts. So we know the profit, sum of the first 10 terms for a arithmetic progression will be half times n times 2a plus n minus 1 times d. So n is 10 minus 1 is 9 times d, we don't know, have to give you the same profit, which is this one, 3144473. Let's find the value of this. Simplify, that will be 5, 250, 123 times 2, that will be 500,000 plus 9d have to be what? 3144473 divided by the value of 5 will be this, minus 500,000. So we have 90 is equal to 128,894.6. So D have to be what? Divided by 9. That should be 14,321.622. Now, it is not exact, so correct your 3SF. We can write 143,000. Okay, and that will be your question for series regarding geometric and arithmetic progression. I think the toughest one is definitely the first part. You have to realize that, at least this progression, to solve the questions.